NBA Straya. How are you going? Hey, yeah, are you right? You should be. Why is that, Jim? Well, I don't know. It's Thursday, May 1st. Pinching a punch for the first day of the month. And Nico Harrison was right. The Lakers have been eliminated. What a day. Dyson Daniels wins most improved. It's all coming up, Jim. Anyway, I'm your host, James Clements. This is NBA Australia. I'm in Larry Armour Studios standing up. If you're not watching on the YouTube, come on, man. Go check it out. Tell us what you reckon. I don't know. I just like the looseness. Anyway, what a day. We had two huge game fives. That was awesome. The Lakers are gone. The Rockets extend their series. We talk about that in the game wraps. We got that's on an iPhone, mate. No, mate. Spud of the night. Better than Lonzo Ball. Some nah-nahs from the listeners, which is really fun. What else? An Outback Takehouse from a listener as well. Thanks, Jez. And an unpopular opinion of the day. We'll do KIWI Corner. A very brief Australian player watch as per usual. And then we'll pick and preview the two huge game sixes tomorrow. That's going to be awesome. So without further ado, should we get into it? All right, I think we should. It's episode 1259 of NBA Australia. Gee willikers, that's a lot, Jim. You're not wrong. Let's go!
This is Josh Giddey.
G'day, this is Andrew Gaze.
This is Jack White.
This is Joe Ingles.
This is Dyson Daniels.
This is Chris Anstey.
This is Matthew Delvedova.
This is Shane Hill.
Hi, this is Ryan Brockhoff.
This is Mitch Creek. This is Mick Kay.
You're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Straya.
And you're listening to NBA Straya.
You're listening to NBA Straya.
And you're listening to NBA Australia. You're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening and watching NBA Straya.
This is NBA Australia. Let's do it.
Watch out for the shark attack.
Well, you better watch out for the Doc Rivers haircut if you're Kenny the Jet Smith. That was pretty funny. But you also better watch out for the Rudy Gobert attack if you're A, the Lakers, and B, Shaq. How good was that at halftime? Never thought I'd say these words, but Rudy Gobert is dominating. Thanks, Shaq. It's good to see you can admit when you're wrong. Hey, let's start today's show the way we start every show here at NBA Australia, with a gym whinge. Oh, wait, no, it's a daily whip around. There we go. The gym whinge is going to come later, but it's all good. Dyson Daniels won MIP. That's right, the MIP. MVP maybe next year perhaps, but most improved player of the year. This was awesome and well-deserved. Absolutely pissed it in the end as well. Finished ahead of Zoobs and Cade Cunningham. He had 44 first-place votes and a total of 332 points ahead of Zoobs, who had 186 points. Cade had 122. So that's pretty bloody good. It's also nice to know that, now on NBA Australia, we've had NBA champions, we've had award winners, and we've had my best mate, Nick Kay. Bronze medalist, all right? This is awesome. Who else have we had on? I don't know. Musicians, legends. It's been great. Anyway, just kind of neat that we've now got an actual full-blown NBA award winner, because Ben Simmons has never been on NBA Australia. Not my fault. Come on, Benny. Suck it up. Right. But Dyson Daniels wins most improved player. This was absolutely fantastic. It comes after a year where he leads the NBA in steals, of course. The first player to average over 3 steals a game in 3 decades. The most amount of steals since my beloved Gary Payton back in 1996 when he won Defensive Player of the Year. Averaged 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, 4.5 assists. Shot the piss out of it. Was just awesome. So really, really, really well-deserved award for Dyson in his 3rd year. And I think if you look at the other candidates, Zoobs, fantastic year. But most improved? Dunno. He was pretty improved. Cade Cunningham, most improved? You know my rule. If you're a top 3 pick, you cannot win most improved player. I might even extend that to top 5 picks. What are we doing here? So that was very, very cool of Dyson. It was great to see when they announced his award, the old man in the background with the balloons. Get yourself a dad who bumps you bloody up like that. That is unreal. I know if the Squid ever won the most improved player award in the NBA, it's not going to happen. I was kicking the footy with him last night. He's got his mum's coordination, I'll tell you. No, we'll just practice more. He'll be fine. But either way, his dad is just absolutely stoked in the background, jumping in on the announcement. That was cool. Dyson crushed it. That was fantastic. What a year for Dyson Daniels and Australian basketball. I love this. I am stoked. I was so happy when it got announced. Good stuff. That was fun. I hope you jumped on him because I had him obviously for Defensive Player of the Year and Most Improved. 1 and 2 ain't bad, and I still reckon he should have won both. Other bits and bobs. Speaking of fathers, Tyrese Halliburton's dad, John, had to apologise for getting up in Giannis Antetokounmpo's face yesterday. And I probably should have made a little bit more out of this yesterday because, seriously, well done to Giannis for just not beating the shit out of him, right? It's like, who the fuck is this old guy yelling a bunch of obscenities at me when I've just lost a fucking playoff series 4-1? A, mate, settle the fuck down or I'll take your fucking block off. B, seriously, sit the fuck down or I'll take your fucking block off. Giannis, the sheer level of self-control in that moment for him to not tear John Halliburton's fucking head off his fucking body is immense. Giannis should win MVP almost just for that. That was incredible. Anyway, so he came out, did John, and said, I sincerely apologize to Giannis, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Pacers organization for my actions following tonight's game. This was not a good reflection on our sport or my son, and I will not make that mistake again. I think it's fucking weird that when a game ends, it's just a free-for-all on the court, right? They go to all these lengths, all the fucking security. I don't know if you've been to an NBA game, but the security shit is fucking chaos, right? And so you can't get anywhere near anything. And then like the game's finished and suddenly you got some dude just running on the court going, fuck you, Giannis, suck a dick, motherfucker. And you're like, Jesus Christ, mate. There's no security anywhere. Giannis is just eyeballing you and going, sir, I could take your fucking head off your body in 1 second. Fuck off, fucking. You know, that's exactly what Giannis would have said. That's what was that was his internal monologue. It's an NBA Straya exclusive. But anyway, that's about it in terms of actual other news, really, today. There wasn't too much. Apart from, obviously, the Lakers getting bounced and a bunch of stuff like that. But wow, what a day it was. So, let's get into it with some game raps. Game raps. Well, that was a bit of a laugh for that first one, wasn't it? Golden State, Houston. I did nail both the picks today, but I did think the Lakers would keep that one close and win. They did not. And Golden State, I kind of figured they put up a fight. Houston would just sort of keep them at arm's length. They just shit pumped them. Like, seriously, Golden State came out slow and they got straight killed.
So he got straight killed.
What happened? And it was like on the cards early. Amen Thompson stealing every fucking ball. They came out firing. They looked fast. They looked hungry. Thompson had 5 steals in the first half. Fred VanVleet and Brooks and Jalen Green, actually, really early on. That's exactly the start they needed. They got off to a flyer, and they never let up. Like, literally, this was over in the third quarter, so we're not going to belabor this point. Except sort of say that this is the ideal Rockets win. The defense, Amen Thompson everywhere. Tari Eason causing all sorts of havoc. And then the offense. This is when the Rockets look their best, when it's not one person dominating. When they're playing like this really egalitarian sort of offense, it's like, all right, you're open, hit the shot. And then you hit the shot, and it's like, ha, we nailed it. They had 5 starters in double figures, and that is exactly the recipe for this Rockets team every time out. Unfortunately, will they be able to do it in Game 6? We're going to find out, which is kind of crazy. But the Warriors packed this one up early. It was like 93-64. Steve Kerr's like, I've seen enough. I hate John and Kuminga. I hate all of you motherfuckers. I'm going to put in Quentin Post and Pat Spencer. And then Pat Spencer headbutted a dude. In the most Pat Spencer shit ever. Looking like Danielle Spencer at one point. Anyway, 114-101. There's a bit of a kerfuffle. And then the Rockets pissing in again. But it was like 105-76 when the Rockets took their starters out. And this game was over. But either way, Steph only 13 points on 12 shots, whatever. Jimmy Butler, 0 fucking impact, really. 2 of 10 shooting. Called that one yesterday. Draymond, 7-1-1. Buddy Hield, nothing. It was literally Moses Moody and nothing else. So the Rockets, though, 55% shooting versus 41%. That helps. And when you get it going early and you just don't let the Warriors have any sort of a fucking look in, there was that moment halfway through the third quarter. It's like, just keep hitting 2 more shots. Get it above 27 points one more time, and they're going to give up. And that's exactly what happened. I was actually watching this one. The Jim whinge. It's coming. I was watching this on the phone this part of the game as I was waiting to go in to get my Achilles looked at by the specialist. And I'm like, come on, hit this shot. Luckily, I sat there for fucking 45 minutes waiting, but we got there in the end. And they just sort of kept hitting their shots. And sometimes that's all you need to do. And you just, or can we fire it up? Oh, no! But yeah, like the Warriors were just like, oh man, every time we score, they score. Fuck, right? And it was so demoralizing. Amen Thompson, incredible game. 25 points for him. Fred VanVleet, 26. Alpi Şengün with the 15, 9, and 9. Jalen Green even got to 11 after a pretty handy start. He sort of went off, though, with like a kind of, what was it, like a calf and stuff like that. It was a bit weird. Came back on. 24 for Dylan Brooks, the most hated Canadian not named Drake. Eason, 9. Jabari, 7. Anyway, look, Jock got out there. That's how much the Rockets were fucking killing him. So we'll talk about the Rooster, Jock Landale, later in the Australian Player Watch. Either way, that series is now 3-2 with the Warriors looking to close out at home. Can't wait for that Game 6. That's going to be awesome. And then the big one, the Lakers. Oh, no. What happened, Jim?
The Lakers stink!
You goddamn right. Mark Williams was a big winner today. Charlotte Hornets center. Bloke who was traded to the Lakers. Lakers got cold feet, denied his medical, got rid of trade. Dalton Connect hasn't played in the playoffs. Amazing stuff by the Lakers. Oh, no. Not Mark Williams. Oh, no, we might have made a mistake quick. They pull off the Luka heist, pull off a Mark Williams heist, and then shit themselves in the second one. Anyway, could have used a big fella today, I'll tell you that much, because they lose 103-96 and are out of this year's playoffs. What a way. Nico Harrison was right. Hashtag Nico was correct. Maybe. I mean, they only gave up 103 points anyway, and like the Wolves missed 40 fucking threes and somehow still won this game. But it was, again, the exact same sort of thing with the Houston game. A really good start by the Wolves. They got off to this absolute flyer, hitting everything. It was like 23-11 or whatever. And like before you could blink, and the Lakers are like, what the fuck is going on? And it's just the energy that you expend when you're down big early. Gee, do you think that comes home to roost, Jim? Yes. Because they were fucking cooked in the fourth quarter today, the Lakers. And Luka got hurt at the end of that second quarter. Falls down hard on a bit of a dog act foul by Donte DiVincenzo. Oh, it's just a hard playoff foul. I don't know. He fucking gave the old Mr. Miyagi karate chop to the neck. And that sent him fucking flying onto his bum. And he hurt his back. It was weird. But it was like 55-49 with a minute to go when Luka goes out. And the warning signs were there for the Lakers because they had sort of gotten back in touch, obviously, right? They sort of fought back into the game. And then, like Rudy's already got 15 and 10 at this point, the Lakers just couldn't hit any free throws. They couldn't hit a shot in the last 2 minutes of the second quarter. And they go into the half down 10. 59-49. And you're like, oh, that just sucks. They had 10 turnovers at that point already. They looked dead in the fucking water halfway through the third quarter. And then they got going though, right? They hit a bunch of threes. You got Rui Hachimura. Or if you're Kenny the Jet Smith, Hachimura. I think he was trying to say Hoochie Mama, Kenny the Jet Smith. And he screwed it up. But either way, a couple of threes. The place is just going fucking ballistic. It's a 78-77 Lakers lead. After being down like, 14 points, down 10 at the half. It's like a 15-7 run. They're looking really, really good. And again, it sort of just grinds to a bit of a halt and they miss some free throws down the stretch. And you're like, oh, I don't know. Missed free throws never come back to bite you on the ass. And spoiler alert, they did. LeBron goes down like he gets fucking shot by Donte DiVincenzo at one point. And I think I tweeted out, across LeBron's incredible career, one of the most amazing things is that he got shot by Donte DiVincenzo on the court today and finished the game somehow. It's just remarkable. But either way, Rudy has this sick putback. It's like 91-88. And the Wolves are just up and settled with 5.5 minutes left. Luka blows a bunny after being worked by Julius Randle. It's like dagger stuff from Randall. He's just like, oh, barbecue chicken, barbecue Slovenian chicken. He can't move. He's pretty tasty. Check this one out. Ant-Man goes through everyone for like this easy fucking thing. And suddenly it's like a 6-point lead, a 10-3 run from Minnesota. Rui hits another 3. The Lakers are still alive. Conley hits a 3. And you're like, what the fuck was this? What the hell was that? Seriously, what the hell was that?
What was that? What the hell was that?
The Wolves had missed 18 3-pointers in a row. And Conley hits this huge fucking dagger to put them back up 6. Gabe Vincent chucks up this rubbish 3. You turn around after Austin Reeves has missed a layup and you're like, the game's over. They're down 8. Oh, fuck. The offense completely fell apart down the stretch for the Lakers, which is seemingly ironic because Nico Harris is like, defense wins championships. Luka, this ungodly generational offensive talent with a fucked back. Nico was right. He can't stay healthy because he drinks beers. But they scored 8 points in the last 6.5 minutes. Gave up 16 points. And they just could not fucking manufacture anything. Because they were fucking cooked. Because JJ Redick in his first year as a head coach is like, don't ever judge me for playing all of my dudes for an entire fucking second half of a playoff basketball game. Don't judge me. I talk to my fucking coaches. Hey, JJ, what happened to your players in today's game? Oh, were they a bit fucking tired, you idiot? What are you doing, JJ? I'm fucking smarter than all yous. Get fucked. Don't question me. I'm JJ Redick. Get fucked, dickhead. Seriously, calling off. Hey, what? You think I don't talk to my assistant coaches about rotations? Yeah, but you're the fuckhead in charge, mate. You're going to play the all dudes for 24 minutes fucking straight when fucking LeBron's 400 million years old and then go, she'll be right for game 5. Gee willikers, mister. Where did it all go wrong? I don't know. Maybe because they were fucking cooked, you idiot. Amazing year. So great stuff by JJ, just covering himself in glory. Anyway, 16-8 run from the Wolves to close it out. Maybe because they were slightly fresher, JJ Redick. What do you think? I don't know. Seriously, they're up 88-87 and lose the game across those last 6.5 minutes, getting outscored, unable to manufacture like literally anything. Reeves was shit house. LeBron was cooked. Luka couldn't move. Pack her up. The Lakers are done. 15 turnovers in the end. They shot 42%. Luka ends up with 28, 7, and 9. 7 of 18 shooting. 2 of 8 from 3. Right? Just never looked at all comfortable once he came back on. He could barely fucking move. Like LeBron James, 22, 7, and 6. 9 of 21 shooting. 1 of 5 from downtown. And 2 of 7 shooting in the fourth quarter. Just settling for jumpers. It was pretty tough. 23 for Rui Hachimura. He was really good. 5-8 from downtown. The tough one, though, Austin Reeves. Minnesota did a fucking number on Austin Reeves this entire series. 12 points, 6 turnovers. He shot 5 of 14 and 2 of 10 from downtown. Not exactly the white mamba. 4 points off the Lakers bench versus 22 points off the Minnesota bench as well. Not great. The Wolves, as mentioned, they missed 43s and won this game. They went 7 of 47 from downtown, which is fucking psychotic. Seriously. They missed 43s and they still won. It's because Rudy Gobert, this Stafford Tower, was just dunking everything and having his way because the Lakers don't have a single fucking big man apparently that they can play. I don't know. Jackson Hayes is shit, but at least he's tall. Maybe you would have stopped Rudy Gobert on one of those putbacks and you would have had a chance, Lakers. Amazing gear. 27 and 24 Rudy finishes up with. Insane game. I'm going to talk about him again in a second. 23, 5, and 4 for Julius Randle. Do you want it? Have we got it? It's a little bit of revenge for Julius Randle against his old team who packed him off in the Anthony Davis trade. Anthony Davis gets packed off to the Luka trade, and then Julius is shutting down Luka against the Lakers. It's the circle of life. Fucking yes. Heard a friend, I'm gonna meet you more. Fucking karaoke. Can you tell I'm stoked with the Lakers being out? I think it's fucking awesome. 15, 11, and 8 for Ant-Man because he shot 5 of 19. Oh, geez. And 0 of 11 from downtown. We can talk about that again in a second. And Donde DiVincenzo has 9 points on 3 of 13 shooting. But the thing is, the size ended up mattering. The Lakers were not able to play Rudy Gobert off the court. They couldn't make him work on the perimeter as much as they needed to. They got out-rebounded in this game 54-37. And it was basically the entire fucking thing across the entire series. They got outworked, out-hustled, and out-bigged, did the Lakers. I went into this series expecting that their size on the perimeter between Luka, LeBron, even a bit of Reeves and co., Rui, etc., they're just big across the fucking board. They weren't big enough against Minnesota, it turns out, because Luka just never really got into an absolute fucking like king shit groove, which is probably a part and parcel of playing with LeBron. And it was just a bit janky a lot of the time, and he just ended up getting hurt in this game, and it sucks. But there you go. The Wolves too big, too good. They bounced the Lakers 4-1. And your Los Angeles Lakers are out of running for the 2025 NBA title.
The Lakers stink!
All right, let's do an NBA Australia performance of the night, shall we?
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
2 for you. Amen Thompson. Can I get an amen? He was so fucking good in that game. As I said the other day, when Orsar had an awesome game. Now, if you've been listening to NBA Australia for a long time, you remember that one of my Outback Takehouses and long-held actual beliefs is that the Morris twins just swap places all the fucking time because one of them's shit. And it was weird how, like, it kept changing which one was shit, right? It was like Marcus to start off with, then it was Markeith, and it's like, they're just swapping. That's how it's going. Orsar and Amen Thompson, however, might just be too fucking awesome because Orsar being able to back it up or whoever might have played yesterday, I don't think there's enough time for them to swap. They're both fucking unreal. Like, Orsar Thompson was incredible yesterday for the Pistons. Can't wait to see him in Game 6. And then Amen, can I get an amen today, was unreal. 8 of 12 shooting for his 25 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 steals. It just completely sapped the life out of this fucking Warriors team. They're like, you could see Steph Curry just going, I just can't be fucked. We're up 3-1. I don't want to deal with this. I'm 37. I've got a million kids. Like, what am I doing here? And Amen Thompson's like, give me the ball. And he just took the fucking ball. It was like, literally, there was like 3 different times. He's like, I'll just take that. Give me. Fast break, dunk. It was, oh, Jesus, we just lost one of the Rogue One posters up behind the camera. Anyway, that was awesome. It was chaos. Amen Thompson, what a weapon. He was a plus 32 in 35 minutes today. Absolutely amazing. 8 and 9 at the free throw line, crushed it. And then the other ones, obviously, Rudy Gobert, this Stafford Tower. You all have all made so much fun of me over the years, eh? Now who has the last laugh and has made it to the second round? Was you, Rudy. A message to you, Rudy. 39 minutes, 12 of 15 from the floor, 27 points, 24 rebounds. Dos. 2 blocks. That's, dos is Spanish for 2. He was a plus 18 in a game they won by 7. It's pretty good, considering he played 39 fucking minutes. How shit were they the amount of time? And this is it. When they can't play him off the floor, when they can't attack the rim, when they're settling for jump shots the entire time, Luka and LeBron, you're not putting pressure on Rudy. And he can stay out there. And he can keep protecting the rim because you're not doing shit. And the flip side was the Wolves nearly let the Lakers off the hook because they shot so many fucking threes and the Lakers had 0 rim protection that it kept the Lakers in the game. Just swings and roundabouts of fuckheadedry, if you ask me. Anyway, but great job by Rudy. 27, 24, and 2 is not fucking around. Absolutely awesome. All right, who was Spud of the night, though?
Spud, 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 it is Spud of the night.
Spud of the night. We had a bunch of Spuds. Braxton Key should be on this list just for being named Braxton. He also went 0 of 7 in 12 minutes today, which is just brutal. But the big Spuds, obviously, Jimmy Butler, 2 of 10 today. 0 of 3 from downtown. Playoff Jimmy. Hey, check it out. Oh, are we up 3-1? Yeah, fuck this game. I need to rest. I would do the exact same thing as playoff Jimmy. 3 of 13 points for Donte DiVincenzo, but he did injure both LeBron James and Luka Doncic. That is a good 3 of 13 shooting night if you're Dante DiVincenzo. And my favorite, though, I've got 2 of them, obviously. 0 of 11 from downtown today. 0 of 11 from 3 for Ant-Man. Nobody else has shot 0 of 11 from downtown or worse this season. That's an all-time spud. And it didn't matter because they won and they knocked out the Lakers. And I love it because he's got more kids than Sean Kemp and he's got fucking the personality of Allen Iverson. It is awesome. He fucking rocks. And then, of course, so 0 of 11 from downtown. That's an all-time spud level this year for Ant-Man out of anybody. The worst shooting we had all season was 0 of 11 from Marcus Smart and Dylan Brooks. So he's just equaled them purely on threes. Incredible gear. But then, of course, when a hero comes along, Nicky Alexander-Walker popped up as well. He scored 9 points today, and he shot. Oh, yeah, he did. Chill. Woo! Nicky Alexander-Walker went and shot 311. Yes, mate. How good was that? We've been waiting for that one for a little bit. Enjoyed that. All right, who was old mate no mates, though?
Old mate, no mates.
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 Who's got no mates today? The Heat fucking hate Darius Garland. They fucking hate him, do the Miami Heat. So you might remember Tyler Hero being called out by Darius Garland. A bunch of people then talking shit about Darius Garland after the Heat got their ass kicked by a record amount of points back-to-back at home. Kyle Anderson had the temerity to say, if you want my honest answer about what changed against the Cavs in Miami, I don't mean to throw shots at anybody. They look like a better team without Garland on the floor. They were able to dictate the tempo and get more stops on defense. Oh! Brap, 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 brap. Somebody call an ambulance. There's been a murder. Jesus. At the same time, if you want your own self-pantsing of the night, fucking Kyle Anderson, you got beat by, what's that, a combined 88 points or whatever, 86 points over 2 games. And then you go, oh, yeah, it's because they didn't have Darius Garland. He's actually shit. Aha! I think it is you that is actually shit, Kyle Anderson. Amazing gear. But seriously, having a crack at Darius Garland once the series is over and you've gotten beaten by quite literally a record amount of points in a series, the point differential of plus 122, an all-time NBA playoff record, and you're like, yeah, but Darius Garland's bad. They fucking hate that guy. That's amazing. All right, pantsing of the night. For a minute, this was going to be Rudy Gobert because Rui Hachimura absolutely fucking yammed one on Rudy early. It was Rui on Rudy crime. And Rudy Gobert was like, oh, and I took that to personally. Absolute Jordan meme moment. Absolutely crazy. LP Şengün getting got and headbutted by Pat Spencer was a bit of a pantsing as well. It's like, LP, he's like a fucking foot shorter than you. And he's Pat Spencer. Like, what are you doing? He might be Don Spencer at this point. Like, what are you doing? Don't get headbutted by a little fucking fella. It's crazy. And Steve Kerr. Somebody called the Wambulance for Steve Kerr because he's like, on every release, Steph is getting hit. This is how the league wants it right now. Oh, I know we got 30 coaches who all think it's just idiotic that we allow this. Steve Kerr. Big whinger. Anyway, and the other pantsing of the night is if you want one more kick in the dick, if you're a Bucks fan, before last night, yesterday, when the Bucks blew that 7-point lead, teams down 7+ points with 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter or overtime in the NBA playoffs. They were 0 and 1,609. They are now 1 and 1,609. That's amazing. Doc Rivers finding new record ways to just hit absolute basketball futility. All right, and finally, better than Bronny James / Lonzo Ball / Ben Simmons.
Lonzo was the best player in high school. He was the best player in college. You think he'll get to the pros and be like, I made it to the pros, now I can be average. We're coming for everybody.
Coming for everybody. I'll tell you what, who was really, really good today and better than Lonzo Ball, Ben Simmons, etc.? Moses Moody, 25, 9, 2 and 2. He was really good. It's pretty funny to watch Moses Moody be good and Jonathan Kuminga, basically, you know, the star-crossed lover boy of like the basketball punditry. And Moses Moody, Moody, is just kind of crushing it. That's good. He might turn out all right, so just keep an eye on him. Good stuff there. Oh, also, I've got to mention that the fucking Lakers, JJ Redick, talk about a pantsing of the night as well. There was a really good moment as well. I think it got brought up on Inside. They put Maxi Kleber in the game. He hasn't played since January. You might remember he was part of the Luka trade. He played 5 minutes, and as I think Chuck might have pointed out, it's like, what do you think that tells the other dudes on that roster who didn't play the entire second half the other day, remember? He's just saying, like, everybody else, you're fucking just shit. This guy hasn't even played in like 4 fucking months, and he's better than you idiots. Like Jackson Hayes, Alex Len, Markieff Morris, they're all just like, okay, JJ, I guess you're just a good coach then. It's the way to build up your dudes. Get in there, Maxi Kleber. All right, let's do some yeah-nahs right after this.
This is Cam Glidden.
This is Anthony Drimmick.
This is Mitch McCarron.
This is Jason Kadee.
This is Darryl McDonald.
Hey guys, this is Hugh Greenwood.
Yo, what's going on? This is Illy.
This is Mark Worthington, or commonly known as Wortho, and you're listening to NBA Australia.
You listen to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA
And you're
Australia.
listening to NBA Australia.
You're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
You're listening to NBA Australia.
All right, let's do it. Some yeah-nahs. Hey, Jim, did Dyson Daniels deserve most improved player? Yeah, nah, yes, of fucking course he did. For the simple fact, you look at what he was doing last year in what? 5.8 points a game, right? In 22 minutes a game to this year, he bumps it up from 22 minutes a game. He's suddenly playing 33 minutes a game. But the extrapolation of what he was doing, 5 and a bit minutes, that's substantial. He's like suddenly at 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, 4.5 assists, shooting the piss out of it. 49.3% from the floor and from 3, 34% from downtown. Like, just really fucking solid growth and way better, I think, than if you look at like Cade Cunningham, who, like, his field goal attempts go up and his points went up. Right? He was just that much better, we know. But Cade Cunningham's the number 1 fucking overall pick. Like, don't get it twisted. He's meant to be that good. That's meant to be his trajectory. The most improved player should be the one who's like, hey, what is his trajectory? We're not entirely sure. It's this, and then suddenly it's this. That's genuine fucking improvement. And like, you look at Zoobs last year, and he had what? Averaged like a 16.8 and a 12.6 rebound thing this year, I think. Last year, it was like 9 rebounds, 11.7 points. Great. This year now he has James Harden. He's hit his age sort of 26, 27 year, and he's playing with better players. He's more of a focal point. He was a really, really, really good second choice, I think, for most improved. He's in like his 6th or 7th year at this point. Like, what are we doing? So, Dyson Daniels. Huge jump from 5.8 points, 3.9 rebounds, 2.7 assists, and 1.4 steals in, 22 minutes a game. Even the per 36 numbers. Last year it was like 9.4 points a game. And then now, obviously, it's at like 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3.2 steals. So he's just like completely outstripped his production from last year to a terrifying degree where it's like, when you go, how much growth do you want to see? You want to see that. That is most improved. So he very, very, very much deserved it in my book. And it's not just because I'm saying that, because I love him. But anyway, that's some good stuff from Dyson, the Great Barrier Thief Daniels, the Man of Steel, the Bendigo Bandito. Most improved player, friend of the program. Right, got a good one from Zach B. Yeah, nah. Is Tatum playing the best in the playoffs so far? Yeah, nah. Yeah. Jason Tatum kind of is. It's pretty weird to sort of think about, but Zachy B is then like, all right, then give us a list of the top 5 players. And I'm like, okay, can do. Tatum, I think, is number 1. Against the second best defense in the league, he went out there and he's got a fucked wrist, still shot the piss out of it. He had 31.3 points a game, 11.3 rebounds, 5.3 assists. He joined Larry Bird as the only 2 Celtics all-time to score 35-plus points in 3 straight playoff games against the second best defense in the fucking league. And it was pretty great. He had 35, 10, and 8 with 4 3-pointers and a shooting line of at least 60%, 80%, and 1,000%. That's a hell of a fucking game. Seriously, until they make it to the, against the Thunder in the finals, this would be the best defense they come across. The Cavs are really, really good, but Tatum has been absolutely incredible. So I'd probably go Tatum number 1. Number 2 is still probably Giannis. He was fucking awesome. He just had 30, 20, and 13 with 2 steals and 2 blocks yesterday in their loss and like as they go out, and he doesn't tear John Halliburton's head off. He averaged 33, 15, and 7 across that series. Absolutely absurd stuff. Number 3, I'd probably say Cade Cunningham. He's the only reason this Detroit basketball team is in the fucking actual series against the Knicks, right? He is absolutely everything that stirs that drink. He's been incredible. So I've got him 3. Number 4 is probably Kawhi. He has been absolutely fantastic, but the problem is, in these 5 games, James Harden is at the exact opposite end of this spectrum, and he's just fucking shithouse. So then I'll give you a choice. Jokic, Ant-Man, Paolo, or Brunson to close out your 5. It's fucking hard. Brunson, I feel like the flopping has just hit like this incredible new level, and I just don't want to reward it. Jokic has had a couple of weird, janky games, but Detroit are still, Denver is still actually, in that series and crushing it. And Paolo was fucking really good. He did have some really rough games, though, efficiency-wise, Paolo, so I'm probably not going to have him top 5. So shall we say Tatum, Giannis, Cade, Kawhi. I'll say Jokic, because Jokic is still just doing fucking everything, right? But yeah, they're the top 5 right now. Brunson right there. Paolo was right there. And at the very end and bottom of that list, James Harden, who was like, oh, what's that over there? Is this a tough situation in a playoff game? See ya. Fucks off. Yeah, pretty rough. Hey, can the Rockets come back and win this series? Yeah, nah. I think it's a really hard ask. They do have home court, so all they have to do is obviously win Game 7 at home, but having Game 7 at home is kind of handy, but you are still down 3-2 in the series. They have come back from 3-1 down twice, the Houston Rockets, in franchise history. So the problem is Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry in a home Game 6 up 3-2, right? And then even if they don't win that, Steph and Jimmy in a Game 7, oof. I know I said yesterday Houston come back and win this. I still believe it's going to be fucking hard. Really hard. But what we saw today is exactly what we need to see in Game 6 in Golden State, right? And then finally, is that it for LeBron? This is the big one. Yeah, nah, I think he goes back around. I think he needs to make it more about himself one more time at the very least, right? LeBron James needs to have his give me some fucking flowers farewell tour, right? Kobe got it. MJ got it, kinda. Bill Russell, Kareem. This is LeBron James we're talking about. He needs to be feted across an entire season, and I think he goes around one more time. Can the Lakers actually contend if they keep LeBron is the big question in my mind. Yeah, nah. Yeah. They were still a 3 seed this year with Luka joining halfway through the season. JJ Redick, for all the shit I just gave him, is a very smart basketball coach. LeBron's a very smart basketball player. So is Luka. They will get a center. They'll get us a person who is large and can rebound and play defense. That's all they kind of need. One more shooter as well. But the roster just feels so weirdly janky and like, wow, do we rely on Rui Hachimura a lot, right? So for the minute, the Lakers sort of still stink.
The Lakers stink!
But I think it is fixable. I think. I'm just saying. Or, I don't know, they'll probably end up with Giannis after all is fucking said and done, won't they? Is LeBron cooked? 2 of 7 from the floor in the fourth quarter after going 0 of 2 in game 4 in the fourth quarter. Yeah, nah, he's not cooked. But there's just a point physically when you get to the end of a game like this, where you've had a game 4 like they had, and you're 40. And you're like, this is just, fuck, Luka's injured. God damn, right? And here we are. He's not cooked, but he's hit a point in his like old age, because he's old as shit, that the sheer force of nature that he used to be is not enough to clearly get him over the top. The skill factor is still there, but like as we've seen with everybody gets super fucking old on a basketball court, even that starts to decline. And because he was never like the Steph Curry pure shooter of yore, being able to fall back on that is not exactly there. So he's still fine. But it's the sort of first time we've sort of seen LeBron with like a really big question mark from here on out, right? It's pretty weird. Just facing our own basketball mortality, eh? Unpopular opinion of the day.
Now look at me, please. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
This is a fucking great one from our man Weaves. Yesterday, I was talking about the line of demarcation of, if we want to talk about you in any way, shape, or form, one of the things we need to have in mind is, can that player be in an 8-man rotation in the playoffs? If they can't, then we shouldn't be paying that much fucking attention to them. You know, this is like one of those, Tyus Jones corollaries. Like, oh, Tyus Jones. Oh, yeah. Monty Morris. Oh, yeah, we've got Monty Morris. It's a good backup point guard. Is he going to be playing in your 8-man rotation in the playoffs? No, then fuck off. Tyus Jones, maybe. That's the line. It's the line of demarcation. So baseball has the Mendoza line when you're sort of hitting, 220? And my man Weaves came in over the top and said, that, Jim, is the Thibodeau line. And I went, yes, mate. I fucking love that. The Thibodeau line. If you can't crack a Tibbs rotation in the playoffs, then I don't know if you're very good. And that's how we should judge players, right? Ben Simmons, would he play on this Knicks team? Would he be in that 8-man rotation? Maybe. Because that's how bad their rotation is. Mitch Robinson, campaign. Landry Shamwow was out the other day and they're like, we're fucked because we don't have Shamit. Anyway, the Thibodeau line. I love that from Weaves. All right, and then we've got a big Outback Takehouse as well. I've got 2 of them. One from a honorary chef here, so let's get into it with a bit of Outback Bloody Takehouse. It's Thursday at Outback. You know what that means. Oh, yeah. 2 for 1 bloomin' onions. I still have no fucking idea what the fuck these things are. What is it? Some sort of onion deep fried to make it look like a flower? Have you ever seen a fucking onion? What are you on about, you idiot Yanks? Anyway, blow it out your ass, and it's only at Outback. And today's Flame Grill take is the 15 people who voted first place for Cade Cunningham in Most Improved should be stripped of their voting privileges. Simple as that. Only at Outback. If you're so fucking up your own ass, you're like, oh, you know who was actually the most improved this year? It was that number 1 pick of the draft from 3 years ago. The fuck are you talking about? It's like when Ja Morant won it. You're taking the fucking piss. If you're a top 5 fucking pick in the NBA draft, you cannot win Most Improved Player. Simple. What are we doing? The 15 people who voted for Cade should be stripped of all voting rights. Simple. That goes for the NBA, it goes for federal elections, state, but they actually have to vote in local council elections because those are the most annoying. Anyway, so fucking, I'll tell you what, this election, trying to watch the footy, you're like, this is fucked. Like, I just want a donkey vote just now because fuck yous. Jesus Christ. And you got fucking Fong messaging every prick. What a dickhead. Anyway, this one's from Jez. It's a good one. Hello, Jim, the honourable member for Straya. You got my vote for PM. Thank you, Jez. Vote 1, Jim. That's all I vote for. How's the shoulders and how's the shoulder and Achilles? All right, the shoulder. I got the cortisone injection the other day. This is Jim's whinge. I got the cortisone injection Saturday morning. It's still a bit fucking sore. The doc's like, nah, she'll be right. Give it a week or two and she'll be apples. I'm like, fucking hope so, because how has it made it worse? Anyway, the Achilles, as I said earlier, went to the specialist today. Gonna get some crazy fucking, not the Kobe PRP, she reckons, which is interesting. She's got an interesting other one. So where they put 2 things on the back of your fucking Achilles and your calf, and you got a very sort of conservative approach to it all. But it sounds very high tech, and I'm very interested. So that should be fun. I'm gonna feel like the fucking, I don't know, $6 million man. But it's me, so it's the 6 million tins man. Anyway, Jez Oz goes on to say, I had the injection for bursitis in my left shoulder. Hey, there you go. And it's worked a treat. That's what I had. His right shoulder, though, is completely fucked. Jesus. Great fun getting old. Anyway, here he goes. Anyway, after winning My Kitchen Rules Namibia, I've graduated from sous chef to guest chef at Outback Takehouse, and I got one here for you. Adam Silver is actually sick of LeBron and his BS and has made a deal with him that if he retires, he will assist the Lakers in winning a chip this season. Well, yeah, nah. This was so close to being a fucking I absolutely loved this. Because if they had have won today, I would have been doing cartwheels about how exactly this was bang on. And the Lakers, this is like LeBron's swan song. This is absolutely everything that Adam Silver is just completely puppeteering behind the scenes. Oh, we've got the best ratings we've ever had. And LeBron goes on to win one more championship and then retires. Unfortunately, there's a bloke there in the NBA now who all he does is kick ass, take names, and beat the old guard. Anthony fucking Edwards. Who's he beaten? He's beaten Jokic last year. He beat his mate Kevin Durant. He's like, I grew up watching Kevin Durant. Kicked his ass. Now he's fucking taking down LeBron and Luka. Jesus. Ant-Man just out there fucking... He's like the death meme where he's like, open door, KD. Open the other door, Jokic. Open the other door, LeBron and Luka. Absolutely awesome. Anthony Edwards. As I said, he's got the personality of Iverson, more kids than Sean Kemp. Watch out. All right. Australian Player Watch, very briefly. Because all we had today was a did not play coach's decision for Jingler and Joe Ingles because Chris Finch is a coward. I would have put him right at the end just to seal the deal. And then Jock Landale, as I mentioned in the Golden State game. No Taron Armstrong, of course, for the Warriors as he's on the two-way, but still. It's just still funny seeing Johnny Kuminga. Did not play. Illness. Sure thing, Johnny. 5 minutes for Jock Landale today. He had 2 points. Went 1 or 2 from the floor, and that was it. He was a minus 12, though, in 5 minutes, which is pretty crazy. But still, good to see Jock Landale get out there. All right, it's Thursday. What do we do on Thursdays? We do... Press the button. KIWI Corner. That's right. Steven Adams was also in that game today, and he's been playing absolutely awesomely. All year, basically. But the last week, how has Steven Adams gone? Well, on Sunday, he had 8.6 rebounds and 2 assists. Crushed it, despite the loss. He had 5.7 rebounds and 4 blocks in 24 minutes the other day. 26 minutes, rather. 2 of 4 shooting. Amazing game. So a 5-7-4 game for Steven Adams, bro. And then, today, 0 points, 6 rebounds and an assist in 17 minutes. His rebounding percentage is through the fucking roof. They just get every rebound basically when he's out there. And the brick shithouse screens that he sets, I mean, it's like trying to fucking walk through like, I don't know, a hobbit. It's just an orc mixed with a hobbit and mixed with a dwarf. It's all Lord of the Rings, right? Chaos gear. He's absolutely fantastic. Great job, Steven Adams. That's KIWI Corner. All right. How about a bit of Paddy Mills Game Day, Baller Game Day Twitter check-in? What do we got from Paddy? Dyson Daniels. We'll just do that one again. There we go. Dyson Daniels and Josh Giddey coming soon. There's a big... Wow, that's pretty cool. It's like a photo shoot thing. Crazy. Most improved player. Yeah, so he's gone Some of these are good. Adidas point out he's gone from 5.8 points a game to 14.1, 2.7 assists to 5.9 assists, 1.4 steals to 3 steals a game. Most improved player. Fuck yes. Ekpe Udo, Trey Murphy, Dash Daniels, Chase McMillan, who said should have 2 awards. I agree there. Our man Pistol Petey, his agent, Larry Nance Jr. That's good. Congrats, mate. Oh, this is great. On your Dyson. Stoked for him. Right. Let's do some game previews for tomorrow. Game previews. Game previews. Thanks, Inadvertent Bane. Not a problem, Jim. How's it all going? Yeah, not bad. Achilles is sort of slowly getting there. And now I've actually got, treatment sort of booked in for it. Hopefully I'll be able to walk quicker than a slow shuffle. We went 2 of 2 on today's picks, which is good. Nailed Houston, nailed Minnesota. Did expect that the Lakers would win. The Wolves still covered, but hey, here we are. Wolves win. Tomorrow, we have the Knickerbockers of New York City taking on the Detroit basketballing Pistons. And you know how I feel about this Detroit Pistons team. I love them. I love them, I love them, I love them, I love them, I love them. Unfortunately, I think this is where it ends. I think the Knicks plus 1.5 tomorrow. I just feel like there's enough in the tank from this Knicks team. Depending on, and we'll probably check this tomorrow morning, the extent of the injuries to Brunson and Hart. They will probably play because they're both fucking tough as nails. But if either one of them is even slightly kind of impinged, I'm like, I don't know. We might be playing Game 7. So keep an eye out for tomorrow's video in the morning. The playoffs in a minute. But for the minute, I'm going to take the Knicks. I feel like there's just a little something they get over the top. Plus 1.5, I will take the Knickerbockers. Then, Denver Clippers. The first round series that just keeps on giving. The Clippers suddenly staring down the barrel. 3-2 down. Can they actually show up and show out at home against this Denver team? It's a bit of an ask. Denver have been really fucking good. But this is, however, not at home for Denver. Does Jam and Jamal Murray travel? Does his game travel? He will be there. This Clippers team, 6.5 point favourites tomorrow, despite getting their ass kicked in Game 5. It sort of says that, yeah, people believe in them at home, despite having, lost. 6.5 for the Clippers. I think that's what I'm going to take. Remember Game 3, they beat them 117-83. They lose Game 4 in the Aaron Gordon fucking buzzer beater. They lose Game 5, 131-115. The first game was a 2-point game. The third game was a 3-point game. The fourth game was a 2-point game. I want to go the Clippers minus 5.5. 6.5? But the 6.5 just might be a little bit too high. So we might have to go Denver plus 6.5, considering that, 3 of the 5 games so far have been within 3 points or whatever. So, yeah, let's go Denver plus 6.5. They might just beat them, but I think if the Clippers do win, we might get another close one. I don't know if we see another absolute beatdown like we saw in Game 3. I think. Because it sort of feels like Harden just... This is late stage of a playoff series, James Harden. I don't know if we're going to have it like we had in Game 3 where they just kicked the fuck out of him. But Denver, I don't know. Everything sort of went right. Fuck it. Actually, screw it. We're going to go the Clippers minus 6.5. I've talked myself into it. I think they run over the top of them. Despite those games that were close, I think you'll get a big Norm Powell game, big Kawhi, big Zoobs game. A couple of those role players for the Clippers. Clippers minus 6.5. Oof. That might change tomorrow morning as well, so make sure you're keeping an eye on those videos. Jesus. Tell you what. Either way, you can find all those picks and plenty more over at Dabble. Use the code NBA Straya to follow and copy our picks. Sign up using the link in the show description or our link in bio. You can also buy me a beer if you want. Shout us a beer. Appreciate the work. Go on, shout us a beer. You can do that on the link in the bio as well. But either way, if you want to use Dabble, plenty of same game multis. All of our picks go up there as well. Check them all out. Follow along. Trail us if you want or fade us if you need to. Just go, Jim doesn't know his ass from his elbow, which is wrong because I did the numbers yesterday, right? I think we're at 57% for the playoffs and we went 2 of 2 today. So it's probably back up to about 60. So that's good. All against the line. Just saying. Pretty bloody good. So follow us over at Dabble. Use the code NBA Straya. Tell them Jim sent you. Otherwise, that's it for today. It's a big, long show. Jesus, for 2 games, Jim, what are you doing? Either way, we'll be back on deck tomorrow, as per usual, for a big Friday show. I've got more Achilles and shoulder stuff to deal with tomorrow, but she should be right. Follow NBA Show on Twitter, Facey, IG, TikTok, and, of course, YouTube. Jump in the comments, say g'day. Chuck us a follow across the podcast apps as well. What is it? Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, whatever app you're using on the Android phone. Rate, review, star, subscribe, tell a mate, whatever you got to do to help out. Got to keep this pirate ship afloat. That also means if you want to check us out on Dabble, use the code NBA Straya. Sign up using the link in the show description, or go to the link in the bio and shout us a beer. You don't have to, but it'd be kind of cool. I could use a few tins, just saying. All right, big thanks go to From Oslo for the intro and outro song, as well as to House Ass, Joshua Del Reyes, Fascinated Goldmines, Ramshackle Army, Ios Extra, Green, and Dozers. They're behind all the tunes you hear throughout the show. Smash ML on Apple Music, Spotify, Facey, however you follow and watch your bands. NBA Australia support Australian bands, so should you. All right, we will catch you tomorrow, you dickheads. This is NBA Australia saying, look after yourselves, would ya? And
the Lakers stink!
There we go. G'day, legends. Your mate Jim from NBA Australia here. That's right, I'm doing a thing at the end of the show. In the business, we call it a thing at the end of the show, I guess. I don't know. Either way, all I'm just saying is just make sure you're rating, reviewing, starring, subscribing across all of the apps that you use for NBA Australia. Jump in the comments, give us a shout. We'll bang you in the air, nahs. Any other questions? I'll have a crack. I've got nothing better to do, basically. Also, just ask any questions, tell me what you want to hear from the show, and sing out and let us know. And of course, if you want to help support the show, jump on the old Dabble, use that code NBA Australia, click on the link that's in the show description or on the socials. It goes up whenever I do the morning vibes, etc. So if that's your thing, jump on there, use that code NBA Australia, and remember, look after yourselves, would you?